Hey guys, I'm back again, this time with a different kind of diecast review. We're going to be looking at Kyle Larson's target card from this year, but we're going to be looking at the two different versions. You have the NASCAR Authentics version, right here, still crisp in the box, and then you also have the normal Gold Series version, I think. Yep, Gold Series version. Got this one a while ago, found this one today at the store, figured, especially with how much has been talked about how these cars, how Lionel continues to get this car wrong, we're going to try to look at how they finally got it right on here, right as Target leaves the sport of NASCAR. So, anyways, I'm gonna let you look at this one while I open this bad boy up. It's cool. Honestly, the NASCAR Authentics, I really like them for the little trinkets, especially like this one. If they did helmets, and I wonder, I'm assuming this is a magnet. I don't have. Maybe it's not a magnet. I don't know. If that was a magnet, that'd be really cool. But, like, I like all these little trinkets. Like, you get the trading cards with some of them, and you get the hoods. I really like the hoods, and I used to collect the hoods, and I really liked them when they had the magnets on them, and now they don't. So that's just something I think they should add. So, here are the two. You can always tell if it's an Authentics card because of the gray interior, and also now the Authentics cards don't have the name banners, the name rail name banners. So, trying something else different this time with the camera. Focus. Come on. Focus. There you go. So you see the one on the left has the Larson, the one on the right doesn't. There's a couple other little things that I can notice a little better through the camera. The reds are different. This one's a little darker, this one's a little lighter. Don't know if that's because this one, you can see even from the top, the white. You can see the white from the sides from the top view on the Authentics version on the right. Compared to this one where it goes down farther. And I think it's interesting because you have these two cars, they're the same driver, same paint scheme, same sponsor. And the sponsors approve these cars for sale, and because of the licensing, the teams approve them. The team approved both these cars, even though they are different, and I think that's one of the predicaments that Lionel's put in. I need to remember that my camera is over here. This thing needs to learn how to focus by itself. Anyways, that's like a predicament that they're put in, because of, come on, focus a little better. Because of the licensing issues and whatnot with these cars. So we're going to put it on there. That should help a little bit. Anyways, I honestly think they got the matte finish on it too this year, which is awesome. Because that's how it was. So we'll just go over the sponsors real quick. You got Crest, Axe, Banana Boat, Continental, and all the different little Target sponsors. I'm not going to read them for you. Because they're the same on both cars. Chevrolet, all the contingencies and whatnot. Kyle Larson's name rail, which is actually really, I like that font. Coca-Cola on the back, Energizer, and then the Spot, the Target dog, and 42. There are no Credit One Bank logos on either of these, which I find funny because I'm pretty sure, I'm not 100% sure, there should be a Credit One Bank logo right here. So that's funny. You got Target on the hood, little bullseyes on the roofs. This side's the same. And then just look at this one. It's all the same sponsors and stuff, just a more accurate representation of the car that goes out on the track every week. This one, I will most likely just put away from now on, since I have this one, which is a more accurate representation for stop motions. Just because what Lionel does, and I think this is something that, I don't know if it's something we have to fear yet as collectors, is them make with the inaccuracies of the Gold Series. Wasn't as big of a case in this because this Larson car came out, I think, September. Finally, we got a Larson card in September. I think we got the Credit One Bank one first, and then this one. They took forever to get this car out, but if a car comes out, say in January or February for the Daytona 500, and the paint scheme ends up being wrong, there's two ways you can look at it. You can look at it in a positive light that, okay, well, they can always re-release it in Authentics and get it correct and authentic. Look at that. Get the paint scheme correct, like we have here. Or you can look at it as, okay, well, they're going to release an inaccurate one, and then they're going to get you by releasing the actual accurate one. Here. That 42 looks weird. I never realized how that font looks when it's all filled in red. It looks okay like that. Anyways, I think it's really interesting to see the differences between the two. Honestly, this is the one you're going to want to get. If you like to collect them and show them off and keep them in their packaging, you're going to want to get this one. This one, if you're doing stop motions and stuff. I think just these boxes, they give you for display, they give you a little more flexibility, where if you were to display these cars, you can't open them if you want them to stay in the package, and then leaving them in the package, it's kind of a hassle to display them, because a lot of these I just have in a drawer, like all of these, all the way down to that Truex, and then that Tony Stewart car I don't have. I'd have it on top of my display case. It makes it a hassle to display, unless you have pegs for your wall. If you're collecting them for that, if you're collecting them for your own to say, okay, I can do a stop motion. Excuse me. This is the car you're gonna want to get. What I've done is, with all the Gold Series, I kind of like build a box. I'm all around in a toolbox, and I build like a little box of boxes around one of these cars, just so it doesn't get scratched and whatnot. And there's all kinds of, you can get cases and whatnot for them. You can just use normal Hot Wheels cases if you really want. They'll keep them relatively, as long as you're not being an idiot. So, I like this a lot better with the red. Looks a lot better. Overall, this is the better deal, I think. The Authentics are always a better deal. From the standpoint, you get the car and then you get the little trinkets, because the trinkets are really cool. With these hoods, you could even go to the craft store and buy magnets for the back of them and use them as magnets, like they should be. And then with like the race wins, I really like the race wins. I think those are the best ones. Those ones I always leave in the package though, because there's no point in opening them in the first place. Like I got the Pocono Truex, and then that's the 600. I want to look at that a little more. Anyways, really happy for Martin Truex winning the championship. Wish it was Keselowski, but Truex deserved it. Yeah, so I'm going to sign out on this. If you're looking for value, Authentics give you the best value. If you're looking to collect and keep and display and do a lot of different stuff with, I think the Gold Series are still the better bet. I think the Authentics are going to be Lionel's safety valve, almost, if they make mistakes on the Gold Series cars. Also, if they want to sneak some cars in that do not get produced in the normal Gold Series. Like we got a Cole Custer, which I have, 00 Haas. We got the 41 Hunt Brothers, and we're also going to get a 41 Textron coming out here pretty soon. And we've also gotten other cars with the I'm trying to remember. There's another one. What was it? I have it. I know it. There's. Oh, it was the Darlington throwbacks. Some of the throwbacks. The Casey Kane Liftmaster that we got last year or earlier this year was one. So it's giving them flexibility to release these cars, because once they're put into retail, they have to, for them to put more cars out, they have to sell. So then it kind of eliminates the need for pre-orders in this case. And that's what's giving us these bad boys right here and there. Anyways, Race Car Boy 93, I'm going to sign out on this one. Kyle Larson, 42. Authentics versus Gold Series review comparison, whatever you want to call it. I know I rambled a lot. Thanks for watching as always, and I will see you in the next Diecast review, hopefully going over some more awesome cars for the end of this year, and then transitioning into doing this more next year with the new Camaros, which are going to look amazing. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Peace.